Hi guys, how is everybody? Take my glasses off. Get your seatbelts on, babe. It is a really beautiful day here in Texas. But, oh gosh, for y'all that don't know me that's tuning in, hi, my name is Diane, and I'm a Texas girl, born and raised, and I'm going over to the grocery store where, oh gosh, I missed my turn. Darn it, I'm talking and I missed my turn. Over where I used to live whenever I was, whenever I was little, and all the way up until I went through my divorce with the boys' dad. I guess I was 35 when I moved from there, and bought a house over here where I'm living now. And I've been there in that house for 26 years. 26 years, yeah. So, anyway, I said all that, and what I was just meaning to tell y'all is I'm going over to the Mexican grocery store to get some fresh tortillas because we're going to go home and make a Mexican breakfast. So, that's what we're doing this morning. And I don't know about my hair. Have y'all ever just went into the kitchen and got a pair of kitchen scissors and went in the bathroom and started cutting on your hair? Has anybody ever done that? Well, I did. I do it a lot in between haircuts. I'll go in there and get the scissors and I'll go to chopping on my hair. I know somewhat about, well, I know quite a bit about just a basic cut on your hair because I went to beauty school for a while. And I've told y'all that before. But I need to quit saying I try to catch myself whenever I say that all the time. It just sounds dumb. Just every word I say, and but anyway, that's what we're doing this morning, me and Layla. She didn't have school today, so she's got a free day. We're gonna make some eggs and chorizo, and all you Spanish people out there that's hearing me talk and try to pronounce the food, forgive me. But my best friend, she was Hispanic, and we were friends since we were 14. She passed away a couple of years ago, but she taught me a lot. We grew up from just, I guess, yeah, I was 14, she was 14. We were the same age, we went to school together. But I know you can't hardly see me sometimes because the sun is so bright today. But this grocery store that we're going to, a lady, she stands back there and she makes homemade tortillas all day long. And they are delicious. Delicious. And it's a big pack for $1.99. They're very reasonable there. So, and their meat is really reasonable there. I really like to come over here and buy my meat from them. It's good meat. But my son made fajitas last night for supper, and they were so good. So that's what we had for supper. He's cooked for the last 2 nights. He's really doing a good job on that cooking. But I tell you what, he can make one mess. He makes a mess. Me and Layla has to clean it up, don't we? I've been wanting to come over here and go to that big Dollar Tree. That's kind of in the area that we're going in. I hope everybody's doing good today. You know what? What time is it all over the world? Everybody tell me what time it is right now. Here in Texas, it's 10:55 a.m. I was just looking at that big truck. There's a lot of big, like 18-wheelers that ride this down this way. What do y'all think about my hair? It's looking funky or what? I don't know. But that's what we're doing. So I'll get off here, and whenever we get to the store, I'll get back on. Okay, guys. We went into the grocery store and got our tortillas. Here they are, homemade, and they're warm. Oh, Layla's showing you her cake. It's the Mexican cake. I'm gonna take a bite of it and try it. That's good. That's really good. Look how big that is. That was 89 cents. I chose this, the Mexican cookie. They're so good. I know I've told this story before. My mom, when my dad passed away when I was a little girl, my mom remarried, and whenever she remarried, she remarried a Hispanic man that had retired and was a cook in the army. So I know I've told this story. Y'all might not even want to hear this story from me, but they owned a restaurant, my mom and my stepdad. So he was a great cook. So I know, and where I grew up was, I don't even know how to describe that. Where I grew up was a lot of Hispanic people lived, and went to school with me and stuff like that. My best friend was Hispanic. I dated a few Hispanic men, or boys, should I say, as I was a teenager. But anyway, I'm going to try this cookie and shut up. You want a bite? It's good. The pastries that you get, they're not real sweet, and they're really super good. What I was trying to get at when I was telling that story is I grew up in the, I don't know what word I'm supposed to be looking for. I grew up in the tradition, I guess, right? With the, I don't know.
You grew up with diversity?
I don't even know what that word means. That's a big word, girl.
It means you aren't just open to one culture.
Oh. Look at her pulling big words out on me. That was good. I'm going to open the tortillas and sneak one. They're warm. I asked the lady if she can give me one that they just made. And she did. Look at that. They're so delicious. You want half of this? Here. I would show you Layla, but she don't want me to. She doesn't have on her makeup.
You can show me like for 5 seconds.
Oh, I can show her for 5 seconds. So let me see if I can turn you around. There she is. Hi, Layla. Can they see you?
Yeah, they can see you.
She's silly. She's beautiful, with or without her makeup on. Whew, those are so good. I'm hungry. We're gonna go back home and cook breakfast. Abigail should be getting up soon, and my son too. Sorry guys, I'm just not talking while I'm backing up. I'm not a very good backer upper. Okay. We're on the road again. Anyway, yeah, y'all tell me what time it is wherever you live. I know California, I'm talking with food in my mouth. I'm so sorry, I'm so rude. I know California is a 2-hour difference from us. Because I lived there for a while. And it was so beautiful. I would love to go back and visit. I don't know anybody there. All my family. All of my family that I have, like, distant cousins and stuff, and they're all in Mississippi. Oh my gosh, look at those beautiful flowers.
I thought you were pointing to the man with his pants down.
What? Huh?
There was a man that had his pants down.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What was he doing?
He was walking across the street.
You think something was wrong with him?
I think so. I think he was homeless.
I'm gonna turn around and go see what's wrong with this man.
He had underwear on, son.
Oh Jesus, was he old? Maybe he's confused.
He doesn't look old. He doesn't have any gray hair.
I don't know. Here we go. We'll see what's going on, and I'll let y'all know what's happening with this man. Okay, that was just a really sad situation. It was a young homeless boy that was probably, straighten up my deal here, probably on some kind of, well, a lot of drugs, probably. Somebody's door is not shut. My lights are on in the car. There it goes. Layla's door wasn't shut. But, yeah, he was just in another world somewhere else. Mental illness is real. I mean, that's a sad thing. I know, because I am a mother of somebody that had mental illness and drug addiction as a young boy. And we battled it for several years. And, you know, even though my son was clean and had been clean for several years, the drug still ruined his life. It took his sight. the addiction took his sight from him, and really damaged his body so bad it was unrepairable, and finally took his life. So, but enough of that. I'm not talking no more about that. It's just, I seen that boy and I felt so bad for him. My son was never in that situation, because I'm the kind of mother that wouldn't let it be like that. I wouldn't leave him alone or let him sleep on the streets or him go without food, no matter where he was or what he was doing. He would always call Mom. He would always call me if he needed to eat or if he needed a place to stay. There was one point where I had to do tough love, and I had the girls, and they had to come first, so he could not come to my house at all. But I would go to him. I would go to him, and I would make sure that he was eating, and I would make sure that he had a place to sleep, that he never slept on the streets. And I was raising the babies, so, but he was still my baby, and I had to know that he was okay all the time. So, you know, but I just thank God that he cleaned up for so many years, and he lived with his kids, and he enjoyed his life and his kids. He loved his kids. He loved them. You know, that was a blessing that he got clean and had a chance to see his babies. But, you know, the addiction took him in the end, and he didn't have the chance of seeing his babies get married or grow up or graduate. So, you know, I hate drugs. I hate them. But I thank God that I can say my son didn't overdose. They didn't find him in a ditch somewhere. You know, I praise God for that, because I know some mothers did have to deal with that kind of situation, and that would be absolutely horrible. As a mother, I don't know how anybody could ever get over losing a child like that. You know, I know, baby, it's hot in here. But anyway, enough about talking about that, because I have Layla in the car, and I don't want to get her super sad, because she will start crying, and so will I. So, I'm not talking about that no more. That's just what happened to the little person that I seen that I was going to go help. So, that's that. I was wondering, this is my favorite thing right here. I was going to show y'all. It's this popcorn. It's Smart Food white cheddar. You can get it everywhere. You can even get small bags like in the Family Dollar. Oh, Layla wants to show you hers. This is her favorite ones right here. What does that say, Layla?
Doritos Flamas.
Doritos Flamas, whatever that means. So that's her favorite chip. She keeps trying to get me to try them, but I won't try hot stuff. I like the taste of hot stuff, but it burns my mouth. And I don't know why people likes to burn their mouth. I don't get that part of it. But anyway, this white popcorn is so good. It's so good. We haven't ate, so we're both just like snacking till I get home and cook. But I'm gonna have I'm gonna have I got my package in my, what do you call it? My influencer package. It's probably gonna be my last one because I don't understand it. For one, I got all the way up to like level 6 or something. It was like $150 or something like that. And then they knocked me all the way back down to I don't remember, like $20. They gave me $20. Well, on the influencer deal, you have to have, I think, at least $30 to spend your seeding money. So I contacted them and I said, they kept telling me to do it. And I contacted them. I said, I can't do it because I only have $20 in there. Well, they raised it to $50. So I just don't understand it where they go. They knocked me all the way back to a 1 or a 2 or something like that. I don't understand that whole system. So, pull my phone up again. I need to get me another holder because this one, I wished it set up taller. And I know everybody, please don't worry, please don't comment me about put my eyes on the road or watch what you're doing, because I am really aware of everything that's going on around me, and I'm really not looking at the phone so much that you think I might be. So anyway, I would really like to maybe put it on the dash or something like that, where in this one it keeps, I'm on a terrible road and it keeps bumping me every which way. But anyway, I am going to turn my little video on and let y'all watch me make my eggs, if my son will let me. He's really weird about that too, because if he's going to be in the kitchen with me, he's like, oh, I don't want to be on there, so we'll see. Little Miss Abby, her hair will be sticking up every which way. But we already got the house cleaned up, unless he's up, and then it's probably a mess, because as soon as he hits the floor, it's like a tornado hits stuff. I don't know how he messes up so much. I tell him all the time I'm not his maid, even though I am. I feel like it anyway. But what I was going to say about that is I have a very small Temu deal that I need to put out, because it's oh heck, I can't even think of what you call it. But you know what today is? Today is Friday. And Friday is the day that I am going to pull 3 names out and send off 3 packages this weekend. So that will be fun. That will be fun. So I'm going to try to get 3 videos in. And you know, girls, that's going to be hard for me, because my life is usually crazy. But I will try to do that. That little haul, it's trying on some clothes, so it's going to be a try-on video. Oh my gosh, this person's just driving like 10 miles an hour in front of me. My goodness. But I got that one to do. I'll do that one for y'all, and then we'll do the giveaway. And I sure hope that whoever wins contacts me and so I can have their address and their information, so I can send them all this good stuff. like, good luck to all y'all. I really enjoy doing that. I really enjoy giving people stuff. I would rather give than receive. It just makes me feel good all over whenever I give stuff. I'm terrible about the girls. Like, I want to get stuff and put it up for Christmas, but everything I get excited and I want to give it to them. Just like Tara and that Hello Kitty mug. She loves that thing. If I would have saved it till Christmas, she would have been excited about it. She's going through this phase where all she wants to wear is baggy clothes. Like, she's little. I know y'all don't never see Tara. She's like a little hermit. But she is. She's just like a little hermit. She stays to herself, you know, in her little shell. But she's in this stage where she wants to wear everything really baggy. And I hate it. Well, guys, I'm signing off for a minute. I got to get out and get this stuff in the house. See you in a sec. Okay, guys, I'm fixing to get in here and start cooking. Just wanted Abby's outside playing. She's cooking with her rocks and leaves, and she said she's making a salad and some steak. Is that right, Abby? That's what you said?
Watch me do it.
Okay, get on there and let me see you do it then. Can you say hi to my friends?
Yes.
Say hi to my friends.
Look.
I don't want you to hurt yourself. You get down from there.
No.
What? Silly McGilly. My backyard needs a lot of help, guys. That's Abby's swing set out there, and this is Abby's house out there. And I know my whole porch needs to be redone. It's major cracks over the years. It's busted up my concrete. I really would like to just put maybe some outdoor carpet on that, you know, and we gotta redo the whole top up here because of hail damage. But yeah, it's a mess back here.
The roof too.
It's a mess. I got a brand new roof on. I don't need to redo the roof, honey. Oh yeah, that roof, yeah. Go girl, go girl. Look at you. Don't go too fast, I don't want you to tump. Okay, honey, Mimi's got to start cooking.
But watch me play soccer.
You gonna play soccer?
Watch me.
Go do it real fast.
Real quick.
Okay, I'm watching you. Whoa, girl! She loves it. Samuel's gonna put her in soccer. Okay, guys, I'm gonna start cooking. Okay, guys, we're gonna start cooking. First, before I start cooking, I was gonna just show you my outfit that I'm wearing today. This is a Temu shirt. I don't know what it even says. 'Tis the season, I think. Yeah. And these are the Temu earrings that I had hauled at my last haul. This is like a little Temu bracelet, and I even have on Temu shoes. Don't know if you can see my shoes or not, and I don't know if I can raise my foot up that high. Oh no, I can't do it.
Your doggy gave me suckers.
Oh boy, who did?
The doggies.
The doggy lady?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. The lady that lives behind us. I'll put it down a little bit so you can see my shoes. These shoes are just so comfortable. I love them so much. Oh my gosh.
I'll have to be quiet.
They're beige.
I'll have to.
Can't believe I got my foot up that high. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start cooking. I thought that was going to fall over. So, I got my iron skillet out, and I got my other little skillet out too. I need that to fry the beans. And I got 2 deals of queso. Not queso, it's charo, I'm sorry. Chorizo. What is wrong with me? 2 deals of chorizo. Okay? If I pronounce something wrong in this, please forgive me because I cannot pronounce. You know I can't pronounce nothing. I'm always trying to pronounce stuff that I can't say. But anyway, I got 2 of those.
Daddy, Daddy, where are you? Daddy.
I'm going to fry those up in the iron skillet.
Daddy.
Hang on, Abby might be having a meltdown because she can't find her daddy. Y'all hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to go ahead and start the chorizo. I was trying to cut it with this dull knife. It's not even cutting through it at all. I'm going to get my scissors out. I know that's a weird place to have my scissors, but if I don't have my scissors, I wish I could just put it in my deal here with all my wooden spoons. I got a candy in my mouth, guys. My son will get it and he'll carry it off. That's what he does. He gets stuff, he carries it off, and wherever he's sitting or standing or whatever, he will set it down and not remember what he did with them. He does it with his phone, his keys. I think that's just a man for you. I'm going to put it on medium heat. There's nothing to this. I don't know if you've ever seen this chorizo in your grocery store, but you usually can find it like where the sausage and stuff is. You usually can find this there. And this dish is so easy. It's just 2 ingredients and that's it. And then you just grab your tortilla and put some in it. But today we're going to make some, or I'm going to attempt to make some over easy eggs or over medium eggs. Me and Layla want some. So I'm going to make that for us. I made some homemade guacamole last night. It was really good. I made some homemade guacamole because he made fajitas. I made homemade guacamole and I made homemade hot sauce. I made some of my hot sauce, so I have a jar of that. I had some mason jars that I had. I'm going to have to start going to the Dollar Tree and buying me some mason jars because it's about that time of the year. I usually make my sauce in it and I give it away at Christmas time.
Those doggies are going to stop.
Okay, baby. That and like candy that I make. I'll make some like easy stuff, like chocolate pretzel sticks, you know, or white chocolate pretzel sticks, and
They'll come back out and you just go get some drinking water and then they'll come back out and drinking.
and some haystacks.
You remember how the fun when I was a baby? You know what I meant?
I shouldn't have put this candy in my mouth. That is rude. Rude, rude, rude to me. But I'm so sorry. But have you ever made hay stacks before? They're so easy, like the easiest candy in the world to make.
Where is... I'm going to take you to that.
Sometimes, you know, it depends on where you get your chorizo meat at. I don't think this is the best kind in the world because sometimes I have to drain it. And you really shouldn't have to do that. But this has a lot of oil. So I'm gonna have to drain this one. And that's all there is to that. You just cook it up like this, and then we're gonna put the cheese on top of it. I'm gonna drain this real fast because y'all don't have to sit and wait on me to drain it and all that stuff. And then we'll put cheese. And this is what it looks like whenever it's done. Can y'all see that's real red? So then all we do next is just take the cheese. I've already cut the cheese. Now this cheese is, Samuel, what is the name of this cheese?
I forget. Oaxaca?
Huh?
Oaxaca? I'm probably saying it wrong.
Yeah, that sounds right. It's just a white
Oaxaca.
cheese. Huh?
Oaxaca cheese.
Oaxaca, that's
Oaxaca
right.
cheese. It's like O-X-A-C-O or something.
Yeah, yeah. And you can find this in
Oaxaca cheese.
like, it's, all I know how to say about it is Mexican cheese.
Mexican food marks.
Yeah, you get them at Mexican food marks. So you just put the cheese all in it like this, just all over the top, just like that. I hope I got enough cheese here.
Mama,
Yeah,
the proper way would be Hispanic.
yeah. He's telling me the proper way to say it is Hispanic. But please don't get offended if I say Mexican.
We were
Big-
born in Diamond Hill.
Yeah, I was born in, well, my stepdad was Mexican, and my grandkids are half Mexicans, so heaven forbid, I am not prejudiced at all. My best friend was a Mexican, so if I say Mexican, please don't get offended. Layla's saying I'm Mexican. She's a full-blood Mexican.
Hey, give me another
I'm gonna put some more cheese. Layla, can you cut me up some more cheese, babe?
Hey, give me another one.
Oh boy,
I got the cheese.
you tell him thank you?
I'm gonna go tell them. Thank you.
Where's it at?
Where's it at, Layla? You put it in a baggie
I put
somewhere.
it in the baggie in the drawer where we put the meat.
Okay, my son's gonna cut it up. Do you want the cutting board? Here. What knife do you want for that?
It don't matter.
There's just a small knife that you can use in there.
I'm not gonna stir it up too much. Oh my God, I got myself.
Are you gonna drain it?
Louise. I did already.
You already did?
Mm-hmm. Got it on my shirt and I got it on my pants. Darn it.
I wonder if you buy
Well-
more expensive chorizo.
Yeah, that's what I was telling them. I was telling y'all that if you buy more, I'm getting some Dawn detergent and water on this rag and getting this out. If you buy more expensive chorizo, which I guess this is not very good because it's super greasy. Super greasy. Next time when we make this, we're gonna get the better chorizo so it's not so greasy and runny.
Not so greasy.
I don't know. Maybe.
I would think it would be.
So, trying to get this off of me, guys. I didn't want to really change my outfit and So I'll just look like my pant leg is wet for a little bit. So while he's cutting up that, I am going to, I'm going to go ahead and fry my beans. I'm going to take this knife and cheat because I can't get these lids off with these nails.
We have to get some.
So,
Daddy, I missed you.
she missed you, Dad.
It wasn't gone very long. I love you.
The dog daddy gave me a lollipop.
Yeah, she gave her a lollipop.
Look.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I cannot remember what her name is to save my life back there.
The younger one?
Yeah. Well, the lady, I don't know what their daughter's name is. I'm going to put a little bit of oil in the pan so I can fry the beans. It makes it taste better. I did have some pinto bean seasoning. Did you happen to see my pinto bean seasoning whenever you were looking in the season deal? My seasoning cabinet is so unorganized. Like,
You need to get one of those things that you can put.
yeah, that rolls.
Yeah.
So, let me get a spoon out of there. This is my son Samuel.
Hi, guys.
I don't know, y'all might not watch me till the end because this is going to be a really long video because you're watching me cook and then you watch me in the car. But you might be tired of me before the day's over with because after this I've got my Temu haul I need to get out to you because I'm sure that they're wanting me to get it out because whenever they send you stuff they're kind of, you know, they wanted to get it out, so. So I need to get that out. And then we're gonna pick 3 winners. I'm excited. I'm excited about it.
Can I pick one?
Sure. He said, could he pick one? You know, I don't really know what to do about the random picker. I love wooden spoons. Samuel asks me all the time, Mom, why do you only cook with wooden spoons? I don't know. I just like a wooden spoon. I really do. But you know, I think the only thing that I've never used, I'm sorry guys, that's loud. The only thing I've never used is a wooden spatula. And I just don't know how good that would be to use a wooden spatula. Y'all can tell me if y'all have ever used one.
Did you already put cheese in it?
It's got some cheese, the cheese that she grated up.
I think it might be too greasy.
It is pretty greasy, that's for sure.
I wonder if I can try and strain it some more. Do you have a hand strainer?
I don't have a hand strainer.
No.
Hold on guys, 1 minute.
We need that
Okay.
knife.
Yeah, I know, we do. I really need a new knife set. Maybe I should get on Temu and see how good their knife sets are.
You just need a knife sharpener.
Yeah, they do have those on there and they have them on there really cheap.
Yeah,
So-
but you need to get a decent one.
Yeah, I need some new pots and pans. I have had these, I know I've had these things for 20 years. I've had this cast iron skillet since I don't know if any of y'all had this whenever y'all were teenagers, but I had a hope chest at the end of my bed. And I had it ever since I was a young girl, like about 11 years old. And in that hope chest, I had some silverware. I had a sheet set. I had a bed set. And all of this stuff was for when I was going to get married. And my mom would buy me this brand new stuff and we would put it away in my hope chest for one day when I got married. Isn't that funny? And I ended up getting married when I was 18. And I had that stuff in my hope chest, and I did use it. Whenever me and his daddy got married, we was gonna just elope. We wasn't gonna tell anybody. I was 18, he was 19, and we were just gonna run off and get married. Well, my sister-in-law got notice of that and made a huge deal out of it, and Sandra, and so she wanted me to get married in hers and my brother's house because my husband was working for my brother at the time. He had a plumbing company, and so Sandra, she wanted us to get married in her house. So she's fixed everything up real pretty, and you know, we got married there with no notice to our parents at all. Well, it was just my mom. My stepdad had already passed away by then. The year before, my stepdad passed away, and so there was hardly nobody there. Terry's parents was in Galveston at the time, so they wasn't here. And you know, we were just kids, and you know, everybody didn't think that was the best idea for us to do that. We didn't have anything saved up or planned or nothing. We just got married by the seat of our pants. And you know, our parents wasn't thrilled about it, so that's what we did. And then we were married for, let's see, we got married in 1984, and in 1988 we had our first child, which was Alex Paul. And yeah, just sprinkle it all on the top. And so we had our first child in 1988. We had been married for 4 years. So that's when my first little baby came.
Did they say cook it on low?
Yeah, just cook it on low. So he added a lot of cheese, son, a lot of cheese.
Is that too much?
No, I don't think it's too much at all. I'm gonna pull out some more shredded cheese because I'm gonna add a little bit of cheese to my beans on top. But this is gonna be yummy, guys. And I've got this little flat thing on my stove. Yeah, 1 second. And it's great to heat up the tortillas on. It makes them perfect. You know, instead of putting in the microwave, it kind of makes them yucky. Or cooking them just on the eye of the stove. Some people don't know what an eye means, but I'm sure y'all know what an eye on the stove is. But yeah, you just put it on that flat deal and cook the tortillas on there, and it makes them so much better. So I'm just gonna add like a handful of cheese on top of these beans and let it melt. Well, it ain't gonna melt if I don't have the eye on, is it? Well, I was thinking about Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's this month, and that's a lot of cooking. What all do y'all make for y'all's Thanksgiving dinner? Yeah, comment below. Y'all tell me what y'all make for Thanksgiving dinner. I hate this cheese get under my nails. I need to go wash my hands. But I make sweet potato casserole, green bean casserole. Let's see. I either make mashed potatoes or potato salad. Yeah, we make a macaroni and cheese casserole.
Broccoli cheese casserole.
Yeah, broccoli cheese casserole.
We usually buy it.
Yeah, I don't make it. My son, this place that we've gone to for years, it's the barbecue place. They make it and it is so good.
Lone Star Barbecue.
Yeah, Lone Star Barbecue.
Off Western Center.
And hold on one second. Okay, guys, I'm gonna start on frying my eggs. This video is gonna be super long. Y'all may be tired of me, and you might have already turned me off by now. So, you might be tired of my stories. I got my fire too high.
It's called bottom.
This is going to be delicious. Delicious. I'm terrible at frying eggs. I really am. And my pan ain't the best. My pan is not the best, guys. See, it's sticking. How do you get it from not to stick? I know, get a better pan, right? But it's sticking so bad. Oh my gosh. That's horrible. Well, this is going to turn into scrambled eggs. Jeez Louise. I got to get another pan. Well,
You have something in your mouth?
sweet people,
You have something in your mouth?
I am going to close for now so y'all don't have to sit and watch me mess with these eggs tremendously. But I appreciate every one of y'all. If y'all watch this to the end, y'all are amazing. And I'll be seeing you on later on today because the Temu haul and the giveaway. So I try not to say that word, but it comes out. It just comes out. So that's what we got going on this evening. So I'm excited. I'm excited about it. So I love and appreciate all of y'all so much. And if you push the like button or thumbs up or any of that good stuff, I thank you so much. I appreciate y'all putting up with the commercials and putting up with me. So I love all y'all so much. And just comment below. And if you're new here, please subscribe. We have fun. We do. We have fun. Sometimes, don't we? Okay. I love y'all so much. Until next time, or until later, just till later. I love y'all. Talk to you in a little bit.